Well, hey pals, welcome back to Peeps Wax Packs and welcome to another edition of Kitchen One Takes. We've got some new stock in from COMC and I grabbed some of the top-loaded cards out of the box. I top-loaded some of them. It is an option when you request shipment from COMC. You can add a top loader for 35 cents for added protection. I usually only do that when, the card costs over $5 and or I'm planning on potentially sending it to be graded, which I do on occasion. I do send out cards to be graded. And anyhow, so some of these I grabbed here are top loaded. Some of them I haven't removed the little receipt from yet, so I apologize in advance. But we're just going to go through this small stack and see what we have in the COMC box. There's a lot more to go. This was like 2 years of COMC almost. There's probably 300 cards in the box or so. And when you do that, when you're patient and you wait long enough, you ship 200-300 cards. The shipping becomes very, very cheap per card. So that is sort of the big advantage of COMC. But I digress. Let's see what we have here. Let's see what kind of new stock we have for the Peeps Wax Packs collection. And first and foremost, it looks like we have what year was this? This was the 2015-16 Upper Deck Retired Stars canvas of one of my all-time favorite players, Mark Messier. These are short printed, so I was happy to pick this one up. I don't remember exactly how much this costed, but it probably cost $5 or maybe $6 or something. It's probably why I requested a top loader. Anyway, I do enjoy the Retired Stars short prints, both in Upper Deck Hockey as well as Topps Baseball. They have the Retired Stars short prints in there as well. And it's the canvas. It's just a nice looking card of Messier. I have started picking up, as of maybe 6 months ago, I started looking at these Retired Stars UD canvas cards. And what else do we have here? Looks like we have the second year Conor McDavid. I'm a big fan of second year cardboard. It's often overlooked, and this is Conor McDavid's second year Upper Deck flagship, whatever you want to call it, card number 75. And I probably paid $5 for this. I don't know why I felt like it needed a top loader, but I that was a decision I made. I think you could still, honestly, I think you could still find this card for anywhere between $5 and $10, and it just seems like a bargain to me. Conor McDavid is the best player on the ice right now, and has been for years, in my opinion. And it looks like we have another McDavid. Now I'm remembering this. This one I'm very excited for. I don't know if you'll recognize the back. However, this is from 2019 Upper Deck, and it is the sort of throwback. It's Upper Deck number 30-0. And I forget what series this was from, but this is the Conor McDavid in the 1989 Upper Deck baseball design. And it's such an iconic design, given that Ken Griffey Jr.'s rookie card in this set has become so iconic and has been for a while now. So it's just super cool to see the Conor McDavid in this design. Maybe one day I'll make a little video of the Griffey Jr. and the Conor McDavid side by side. I've got the Griffey Jr. in graded format. Given how cheap this is, I don't know, maybe that's worth sending in just to get slabbed up. And I don't know how, I think these are still fairly accessible. And I don't know. I just think there's a lot of potential with a card like this. It looks great. I don't know. This isn't a very good display I have going here. It's a lot of hockey. I don't know if this is all hockey. I kind of just grabbed at the box. We got 2 McDavids and a Messier, so it's a good start. No more top-loaded cards. These are, you know, just the penny sleeve. And look at this. How do you like that? What a coincidence. The 89 Upper Deck Ricky Henderson here with the Yankees. I just always loved this card, and when I was back at the Peeps Wax Packs headquarters in Minnesota, I found my copy in the binder of this card, and it was poorly cut. It was a bad copy, and I just made a note to myself that I wanted a better copy of the great Ricky Henderson in this iconic design. I'm sure this was, 50 cents or $1 at most. But, as time goes on, I feel like, having the great ones in this iconic set it's sort of important for me anyhow. And Ricky Henderson, if you've followed my channel at all, is one of my favorite baseball players of all time. And I think one of the best of all time. But I don't need to make that argument again here. I'm spilling papers all over the place. Receipts. How about this? This is a little change of pace. A Bob Nystrom. This is the 77-78 tops. Pardon me for the delay there. The Bob Nystrom, key player for that Islanders dynasty. I think I've talked about the Islanders dynasty once before. That sort of late 70s, early 80s Islanders team that I'm interested in sort of getting cards from, and these were cheap pickups. And I'm attracted to dynasties and members of those clubs that have won multiple championships. And Bob Nystrom is one of them. And so that was an easy choice. I think these 70s hockey cards are not always easy to find any decent centering on. And surface is most important to me. Centering definitely second to surface for me, but I remember this being like a difficult one to find centered. I don't know if that's common for the Nystrom, but this was like the best copy I could find on COMC, and I think it was quite cheap. And here we go. We've got a North Stars binder. We've got some North Stars binder food with Jean-Paul Parise. This is from the 75 Tops release. And pretty good centering on that one. Very simple design. I like the hockey stick down the left-hand side. Solid addition to the North Stars binder, which essentially is becoming a team set binder from the beginning of their franchise. Eventually, I think that's what it will be. Looks like we have a 2005-6, or is it 6-7, Fleer Ultra Blue Ice of Joe Thornton. Big Joe Thornton, destined for the Hall of Fame, well over 1,400 points at this point. At this stage. And will Joe Thornton, does he have a team right now? Somebody can tell me. Is he on a team for this season? He is up there. I want to say he's nearly 40 years old. But what an imposing figure. What just a huge player. Center. Shown here with the San Jose Sharks. And these blue ice are really cool. I have one other blue ice, which is an Evgeny Malkin blue ice. And the blue ice are distinguished by their blue background. They've got the rainbow foil here. I don't know if you can kind of catch that. And they are numbered to 100. So 100 copies for each player in the blue ice parallel. And I just thought, you know, it'd be cool to get a couple of these blue ice. And if you can, get a Hall of Famer. And Malkin and Thornton, I think both are going to be there in short order, frankly. I don't know, Malkin probably has a little more work to do, but Joe Thornton's a first ballot Hall of Famer, I think. Let's see if we can get anything going on this. Can we get the foil to shine at all? There we go. And only a couple more here. Looks like we have another North Stars card. This is from the 67-68. Or is it 68-69? Pardon me. The Wayne Hillman. Love this set design. I've mentioned this before. Didn't have Wayne Hillman. It's not a horrible cut. You know, oftentimes when you get this set, the cuts on this set are remarkably bad. Oftentimes it's cutting off, you know, parts of the picture, which is a real bummer. I do care about surface first, but you know, if the cut is so bad that it's cutting into the image, that's kind of a deal breaker for me. But anyway, Wayne Hillman here, shown with the North Stars defenseman. Beauty there. Very happy with that. I'm sure that was fairly cheap, although, you know, even commons from this set are going to run you between, you know, $2 and $4, especially if they're in any kind of decent condition. We have another North Stars edition here, Bob McCord. Now that one's centered up really nicely. This is one of my favorite designs, and has recently become my favorite to collect as of late. The 70-71 design with the solid background and the sort of flash bulbs or spotlights in the back. It's very simple, and certain cards it pops more than others. Perhaps on this Bob McCord it's a little muted, but I love this design, and this one happens to be very nicely centered. Very nice copy there. I'll take that for the binder. And we've got one more, and it's a Pierre Jari left winger for the North Stars. This is a mid-70s. This is like 70, actually late 70s, 78. That's a nice one there. Again, very simple designs in the 70s for hockey, for Topps and OPG. Quite simple. Especially in the mid, I guess I'm talking about the mid-70s. Things are quite simplified in terms of the design, but this one's pretty good. And that's all we have. It's a brief little COMC rummage. It's new stock. It's a kitchen one take, and I'm happy you joined me. Take care, everybody.